Hey, yo.
If I can be serious for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Acknowledge me.
Hey, yo, everybody. Come on in. Gather around. Let's talk a little wrestling. It's episode number 104 of the Sit Down Marks podcast. It's your boys, the Sit Down Marks. You got Primo. You got DB. You got AJ. That fucking cocksucker. He done stood us up again, didn't he?
He may be here. He may be here in a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, he might do a late run in. We'll see. But otherwise, it's going to be Primo and I giving you a little condensed version of the Sit Down Marks podcast today. How you feeling, Primo? You doing good, brother? As you toast the Bud Light. Dilly dilly.
Let me tell you how I'm doing on episode. What is this? 1015? Just kidding. I know it's 104. On 104. It's ironic because your 4-time champion is here.
Good segue.
With
Kurt made it.
Trophy. Kurt made it home.
Kurt got a new casket. I had to give him a new box. The other one was beat up.
Yeah. He made it
AKA
home.
the shipping box.
I see he still has his little title belt.
Yeah.
He got here, and my daughter goes, "Hey, he still has the little Primo belt."
Yep, hasn't gone anywhere. 4-time champ. So other than having the trophy, though, how you doing, man? Did you watch? Did you get to catch some wrestling this weekend? We're gonna talk about Vengeance up here shortly. Vengeance Day. Fuck, I can't remember. It used to be Vengeance in my day. I know that.
It's Vengeance Day.
It is. Okay, cool. It was
for NXT. I caught some highlights, and then I caught some WWE SmackDown and Raw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to watch. I felt like I had to watch Vengeance Day because it was in my hometown. I grew up in a suburb of Charlotte, suburb, 30, 40 minutes, I guess, whatever. I don't know. I guess they all call them suburbs these days. But
just the outskirts of Charlotte.
Outskirts of Charlotte. There you go. North Kakalaki. Yeah, so I kind of had to watch there because I had watched so much wrestling in that arena. So it was kind of cool. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But welcome, everybody, to the best kept secret in the wrestling podcast. He is Primo. I am
Primo.
AJ will be back later on, hopefully maybe in this pod. If not, next week. Yeah, we're going to cricket his ass out of here. Kick us off there, Jukity Box.
Jukity Box, baby.
Let's do this. That one gets you going,
Box.
Man. Yeah.
He's feeling a little EC dub.
A little EC dub. Got to point to the sky every time you hear that one, man. You just have to.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Absolutely.
I'd be at dinner with my grandparents. If this song came on, I'd point to the sky and be like, what are you doing? It's one of those things you kind of have to, man. You just do it.
Yeah, it's a mandatory thing.
You do.
You know, it goes along with, like, if you hear anybody say Mickey James, it just happens.
Country!
That's it. Can you believe I'm going to see Mickey James' husband this weekend?
Hardcore country!
How about hardcore husband?
Hardcore, yeah, that's right. The national treasure, Nick Aldis.
Yeah, man. He is the, we talked about this a while back. He's the NWA guy, or I'm an NWA guy. And of course, he was the champ forever, man.
He held that 10 pounds of gold for like years.
Man, gotta loved it, man. He was perfect. He was a great.
He was bringing prestige back to that championship.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I can't wait to see him this weekend. But yeah, big show coming up with Dreamwave. We'll talk about that. But welcome to the show. It's time to talk about what we're going to talk about. Primo and I are going to talk about the latest happenings in wrestling. Usual shenanigans that you come to expect from your boys, the
Sit Down Marks.
Yeah,
that's right. Hey, well, we work on that a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get back to that later. Yeah, like I said, Dreamwave is this week. AJ and I will be up in LaSalle, Illinois for the show. Hacksaw's going to be there, as we talked about. Nick Aldis, the franchise, Shane Douglas, Raven, El Guido, Lindsay Dorado. Christian Rose is getting another title shot against Vic Capri for the Dreamwave title, man. Alex Hammerstone.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even say Ray Horace. Gringo Loco, like, man, there's a reason why it's sold out. That's why.
Speaking of that, Christian Rose, go back and listen to episode 103. We dropped that on Friday. A little special episode. We had Christian Rose return to the pod and had a conversation with him.
Yeah, he's got a big match coming up this weekend, so it's going to be awesome to see how that all turns out. So, Lucha Daddy, Primo, if you will. Give it to me, Daddy. Let's kick this pot off, brother. Oh, yeah.
AJ's not
Last night I dug your picture out from
my
That's right.
old
Thanks, Randy.
dresser drawer.
What up, Mr. Cage, Tyler, sweetheart?
This is the wild child, Connor Hopkins.
This is Christian Rose. Yo, this is the most dope, CJ Esparza.
This is the Croc Rocket, Nickelback poppin', curls for all the girls, the Perminator, Sam Beal.
And you are listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast.
And you are listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast with DB, Primo, and AJ.
With Primo, DB, and AJ on the Sit Down Marks podcast.
And I am on the Sit Down Marks podcast, and we're going to get some perfection today, baby.
Oh. Primo, have you seen Mr. Perfection lately? Must be bulk
he
season.
actually,
Dude's getting big.
He liked a comment of mine on TikTok.
Well, that don't mean that you've seen him lately. I just
I watched a video of his TikTok that he put out.
Okay.
Yeah, recently, and I commented on it, and he liked it. So we had an exchange.
All right, good. So yeah, he's getting in some tremendous shape, and I've seen him. He's going to be wrestling somewhere around here in the Chicago area. So I believe freelance. So that's going to be pretty cool. So let's talk WWE, man. So Cody came back, led off the show, big pop. Now on Raw. So Cody does what Cody does best, and I love it because he's so damn good at it. Like, I feel like when he's doing this, his daddy is coming through it, man. Like, he's so good at these like epilogue type promos. He knows how to dig a little bit from the past, make you think a little bit in the future, and then mix it all up in a big pot
and make it feel real.
Make it feel real. Getting your emotions like fucking Dusty Wood, man. Like, I'm getting goosebumps kind of thinking about it. But, the like just so good on these storytelling promos, man. I'm like when he came in and had the mic, I'm like, oh, here we go. This one's going to be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you knew he's going to have to call out Roman, right?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really have any other choice.
Right.
But yes, and it kind of he tied it all together pretty good. So I like where it's going. I mean, yeah, like you said, he told a good story. You see that? I sent you guys a video. Speaking of TikTok, is that he was on the Bump again this past week, and the WWE's The Bump. It's a little talk show they do, and he just kept pointing at all the signs. He found the WrestleMania sign, and he just kept pointing at it.
Yes, yep. I did see that. That was funny. He's like, there's an art to it. The way you got to do it. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny stuff. Yeah, he's just so good, man, at just telling the story. It's going to be good to see between, because Roman's got all this other stuff going on right now, and Cody don't really have anything else going on right now other than, he's just got a title match, so that's probably going to play into a lot of it. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they go with it from here to Mania to put some heat on it, get some stank on it, get everybody on Cody's side.
What'd you think of Finn telling him to stop stealing all his shit?
I love it when they get real like that, man.
Yeah.
It's great. Finn likes to remind them that he was cool before they were.
He's
cool,
the OG of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was the one that kind of started the Rev thing for real. Then Charlotte, sorry, not Charlotte, but Ripley obviously came out, and either way, we kind of thought she could go, but obviously Charlotte's the better storyline. She's going to win it this time. But yeah,
I like that she brought that up.
Same.
Yeah.
About losing to her.
Right. When she came up, she was, how Charlotte like big leagued her and all that. And she's like, you know what? Charlotte was right to do that stuff, I was just a punk kid, basically.
Yeah.
And she's like, but now I'm a bad bitch.
Right. And I think she lost to Charlotte at the Dome Mania, where the fans weren't there, whatever they called that place.
Yeah.
So
the Thunderdome.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. So there's definite, storyline there, to go back with that. So that definitely made sense. But probably maybe my favorite part of Raw that night though was Bailey just taking zingers at Becky about Seth Rollins.
Yes.
He's only with you because he knocked you up. And, I felt like she really does kind of feel that way. She just kind of finally said it. Like, I think you're overrated. Like, nobody's really said that to Becky before, really.
Yeah, Becky's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm about to fight you. Yeah.
Yeah. And, there's always been that story that, or at least, maybe that, like that, they were all like real good friends, and Becky's the one that ended up with Seth, and she kind of like won the prize, you know what I mean, kind of deal. But
I mean, it is what it is,
Right? Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, but that was like really good. So I mean, I guess tonight as we speak, Raw's kicking off, but they're getting it'd be interesting to see which way they go here with the cage match that they're going to have.
Oh yeah, make sure it actually happens this time.
Yeah. I think it probably will happen this time.
I think it will too. They don't think they're gonna mess the crowd around a second time.
Right. Yeah. I wouldn't think so either. We were just asked, I think we asked about him just not long ago, a couple pods ago, but Rick
Boogs. Golly, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I saw him and I was like, okay, cool. But I just the whole.
He needs a new gimmick. I was hoping he'd come back with something else. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks
drumming and air guitar and all over everybody.
Yeah. He was.
Like, I don't even find it funny.
Right. Yeah. He was kind of over at that point because of Shinsuke and the whole. Together, and I mean, he looks like Freddie Mercury, like a jacked up Freddie Mercury. You know what I mean? So a lot of people see that, you know what I mean? But, so last note I got for WWE before we get to NXT is, so Sammy versus Roman at Elimination Chamber.
Yep. In Montreal.
Yeah. How they book this one. How do you think this one goes?
Well, obviously Roman wins. Unfortunately, but Sammy gets that hometown reaction. People are saying this is going to be a bigger, because Sammy's so over right now. Right. Saying this is going to be a bigger pop than CM Punk at Money in the Bank in Chicago.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Sure.
It's hard to say.
Sure.
But like Sammy's not going to win. So like, or he might win, but not get the title.
Sure. Yeah. Win by DQ or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good possibility.
Either way, I think Jay will be involved somehow.
Yeah, Owens too, because they're in Canada probably, so he'll be messing around with that. So let's talk to AEW before we go to Vengeance. Actually, what do you think about Joe just dropping Darby just dropping the TNT title back to Joe? That says to me that they wanted to do they wanted to get a cheap pop out of Seattle. They were there
right. Yeah. In this whatever brawling match they had, I forgot. It was some kind of street fight match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
was like,
it is what it. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I feel like I agree. I just don't think they had much planned.
no. What I do like though that I was liking before they did this was Joe was when he had both titles he was playing the king of television, so he can do that again. So that'd be fun.
Right.
I thought that was kind of funny, but yeah, Darby, man, like I'm just waiting on this kid to get hurt. Like every episode,
Oh.
I'm like, oh. But
My goodness. Like
yeah.
he came out with that the hoodie with thumbtacks.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, that was unique. It's unique.
Sure.
I'll give him that.
yeah, definitely. So, as we talked about earlier, NXT had a pay-per-view in Charlotte, North Kakalaki. Primo's going to talk
North
about the
Carolina
results, and then I'm going to talk about these matches too because I watched this one. Going into it, I didn't expect a whole lot. I'll tell you this: I wasn't really happy with a lot of the finishes, but I understand some of the finishes, I guess, except for the main event. But I'll ask that question shortly. But I mean, these cats are going hard. You know what I mean? But they just need to get out of that arena.
Yeah, hard to paint. So,
Yeah.
North American Championship, obviously, my guy Wes Lee, he defeated old Jack. He overcame that, so he's still your North American champion. So he's had it for a few months now. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. This was a good match. I mean, Dijak, I hate the gimmick. It's just not getting over. It's just not going. I don't think so. But he's a he's a good wrestler, man. He usually wrestles better with big guys. Like I see him have some awesome matches with like Moose, Keith Lee.
Yeah.
I can't think of guys, but yeah, awesome guys like that. But what I want to say is NXT. Like I felt like this pay per view was good because they got out of that arena. So if they got out of that arena more, I think it'd feel more fresh.
It was a little different,
Yeah, it was a little different. Yeah. But this was a good match. This was a good opener. Yeah, I dug it.
We had old Chance and Carter defending their titles. Well, they had women's tag team titles anyway. They were up for grabs.
Yeah.
Against Henley and James, who actually took. And that's not Mickey James.
No, it's not. It's not country hardcore.
Hardcore country.
But Henley and James actually took that, and they won the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships.
Yeah.
Which hadn't been seen really since Cora Jade threw it in the trash, right?
Yeah. They ain't really been out there too much. So, but
then we had the 2 out of 3 falls match, in which Carmelo Hayes swept Apollo Crews.
You don't see that very often. Ever.
No, you don't. But he swept him.
Yeah. It's usually one against one.
What looked like the returning companion to Apollo Crews ended up being his next feud because he attacked him afterwards, which was the returning former Commander Aziz, now back to his old name, Dabocado.
Yeah, I love this guy, man. Hopefully they can do it right with him this time. Like, I love his look. He's a big guy. I've seen him wrestle live a few times when he was on the NXT like touring circuit when they were doing that. But yeah. But I like this. This was a good match for sure. What I really thought was going to happen, I thought Trick Daddy was turning tonight.
Oh,
that's what I thought. Yeah. That's where I was leaning.
He's bound to eventually.
You got to, man.
It's been a while. So then we had the NXT Tag Team Championships up for grabs with a fatal 4-way between the champions, The New Day, versus Chase U, Pretty Deadly, and Gallus. Gallus ended up winning the fatal 4-way and all your new NXT Tag Team Champions.
And they pinned Xavier too. They pinned the champs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they went over. Match of the night, obviously, all 4 of these are great for different reasons. But yeah, this was This was awesome. They did a bunch of different stuff. Had you interested in it. Pretty Deadly did really good at playing like the wimpy, don't hurt me, but they still
Chicken
got
Shit
their,
Hill.
Yeah, Chicken Shit Hill. Yeah, but they still got their stuff in, and they almost had me thinking they was going to win them back. I didn't see Gallus winning it. I probably should have, but I didn't see Gallus winning it. I kind of thought that Kofi would retain and then would retain here, and they would do it again later. But it was still great. And I wasn't mad.
It's a way to send the New Day back to the main roster.
Yeah, for sure. Get Gallus.
I mean, they were never meant to stay down there. So.
Oh Lord, no.
Roxanne Perez defeated the two
Toxic Attractions.
Yeah, the two leftover members of Toxic Attraction.
Yeah, the leftovers
for the women's title. Yeah,
Gigi Dolan and I can't remember the other
JC Jane.
Yeah, there you go. This is exactly what you thought it was going to be. Them two going at it, getting mad at each other. It's my title. I'm going to win. Roxanne, but I mean, they did it pretty okay, pretty well.
And then your main event.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NXT title up for grabs with Braun Breaker defending against Waller, if you hear me.
Right.
Grayson Waller. Unfortunately, even though he came out with a little Scott Steiner headdress and his gold shoe, Braun Breaker still won and defeated Grayson Waller.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of shocked about this, but I mean, hey, I mentioned this to you in the pre-pod, but they must be pushing him to the moon. He won again. Braun did. I thought Waller was definitely winning on the rematch. The way he had kind of been getting up under his skin, I thought it would have been a good storyline, but
maybe this is Waller's exit match.
Yeah, that's what kind of what I was thinking too. But but in the same sense, like as long as they do it right, I don't think it really hurt Waller too much, even if he stayed there on the roster. But I don't know. Who knows if that's going to be over or not? But this was a pretty solid. The way it ended though was kind of funny. They were kind of both going back and forth, and Braun was kind of looking down at Grayson while he was kind of holding his stomach like hurt, and Braun just like a lightning bolt takes off running, hits the ropes, comes back and spears the fuck out of Waller, man. And I'm like, whoa, because I'm like,
yeah,
that would have had some stank on it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was like, all right. And then I'm like, well, shit, that's 1, 2, 3, kicking out.
There you go. That's the end of that, yeah.
And I was like, well, damn. And I was like, oh, well. So, yeah, I guess, could be Waller's exit match. Maybe he's going somewhere else. But maybe the feud's not done, but I don't know. We'll see. It seems like it's been going on for a while, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll see next time on NXT.
Yeah, I meant to tell you, though, too, I don't know if you saw this or not, but Andre Chase from Chase U is from Charlotte. I think I might have told you that. I played ball with him a few times a long time ago. Basketball. He's a big Tar Heel fan. He had a lot of people there, and when they came out, I think they got the biggest pop just from him.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Well, I would say of that match anyway.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, but that was
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because I think it was the first time he's wrestled back there since being on NXT brand. Definitely the biggest card or whatever too. So, but Impact. I didn't have anything for. Nothing much happened too much. They're kind of still Bully Ray.
Bully Ray interrupting Mickey James again.
Yep. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I didn't have anything noteworthy of anyway.
Yeah, me either. Kind
of
a slow week for wrestling.
Yeah, it really kind of was. So Even coming off of Raw and of Rumble, Raw and SmackDown, I thought the SmackDown was garbage until the end.
That's what. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like nothing happened. Nothing.
Literally, yeah.
Right. So I mean,
In-
that's okay, I guess. But yeah, nothing happened. Then Raw, you had Cody's speech, Rhea's speech, and there wasn't a whole lot much more after that to talk about. But anyway, yeah, so that's probably about it, man, for the week on recaps. Primo, you want to plug the old merch that we have,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah, I can do that. Actually, we do have merch. If you have gone this long listening to our show and haven't heard us talk about it yet, I don't know. You must have tuned us out during this specific segment for 104 times. But we do have merch, and that can be found at www.tpublic.com/stores/sit-down-marks. If you want anything, shirts, books, like journals, you can get a little journal cover with a sit-down Marks logo on it, stickers, hat. No, I wish we had hats. We don't have hats. That was a rewind, by the way. Yeah. But shirts, hoodies, tank tops, baseball tees, baby clothes. And we get all that at www.tpublic.com/stores/SITDOWNMARKS.
All right, brother. You want to hit the old music and we'll go to your headlines. Let's talk about headlines.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Nothing like a good news giggle.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good news giggle. But first,
this is Levi Cooper.
Hey, this is Buck Nasty, Bucky Collins.
This is Big B.
What's up, bozos? This is Trevor Outlaw, and you're listening.
And you're listening to the Sit Down Marks.
Sit Down Marks.
Sit Down Marks.
And you're listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast with DB, Primo, and AJ.
So we do have a few headlines. Unfortunately, we earlier this week, I think it was over the weekend actually, we had the passing of Lanny Poffo. Randy Savage is his older brother?
You know what? I don't know. I think so. I don't think he was in the 70s, right? 3?
Yeah. But Lanny Poffo did pass away, sadly enough. He was up there in age too, so like DB said, but
he was known for being a very healthy man. That's why I was kind of very shocked that he passed, But just unfortunate, man. We lost another one of my childhood wrestling
Legends,
memories. The genius, I mean, that's what I remember him mostly for. And another big loss in a big wrestling family, the Poffos. Yeah, it's very sad, man. I don't like getting old because you got to see this stuff.
Yeah. Well, one good thing about time passing is that Bret Hart was opening up a bar in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Heck yeah!
Called Hitman's.
All right.
And the signature, because he was the Hitman.
Right.
And the signature drink will be the Blue Blazer Margarita.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Perfect.
It'll be opening on this Friday, actually, February 10th at 4 p.m. inside the Cowboys Casino.
Cool.
Canada.
Hope it turns out to be a nice, profitable venture for him.
Bret Hart likes his Cowboys, his Westerns.
Right.
Arn Anderson says that Brock Anderson's AEW contract expires in May.
We haven't seen him. I'm good with it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And lastly, Gunther says that Brock Lesnar could be like his end boss, like his final game boss.
Oh, like his final battle, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Oh, I like the idea of that.
It's like a big one, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a big one. Huh.
And that is it for what?
I was gonna say I like the way he put that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Like it's the big challenge, the big end boss.
Sure.
That is your headlines for February 6th, 2023 edition. Can you believe that? 2023. Wow.
Whew, crazy. All right. Well, since AJ ain't here, I'll give us the preview of next week.
He just popped in. But so the preview, you gave us preview next week right after this.
This is referee Dan Perch, and come celebrate pro wrestling right here on the Sit Down Marks podcast.
All right. Well, we'll just save it for next time. All right. Any final thoughts here, Primo, AJ, before we go?
I like the end of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the SmackDown was good.
It was great.
The only part of SmackDown that was good.
The only part of SmackDown was good. Yeah.
It's the only part I remember, actually.
AJ, you just missed it too. We were talking about Bret Hitman Hart is opening up a bar in Canada. You hear about that? It's called Hitman's.
Yep, and we're all going to go. And you can't say you. I'm not going to take no for an answer. So here we go.
Okay. Do I need a passport for this?
You don't have you work for the United States government. How do you not have a passport?
I've always traveled on orders.
You can't say that.
I mean...
All right, everybody. Keep spreading the good word of wrestling. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at SitDownMarks, Instagram at DB_SitDownMarks. And I want to say thank you to Thomas Bryce and everybody listening on SportsWire Radio. And remember, leave us a review on that podcast platform that you are using right now. AJ, just in time. Take us home.
Welcome to the Sit Down Marks podcast, everybody.
That's the worst run-in ever.
Like, I got your message, and I was like, wait, what? It's been 20 minutes. Yeah.